If you're a fan of vanilla-based scents, let me tell you, this is definitely one to consider. The new one from Mancera, 2019 release, Royal Vanilla, is up next. Let's do it. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another fragrance video. I'm Forti. Today we're going to be looking at the newest 2019 release from Mancera. Mancera has been quite the busy bee this year with a ton of new references and new releases, and this one here is from the UK. This came from the UK. This is an exclusive to Selfridges of UK, and this is Royal Vanilla, their newest scent. I absolutely love the detail here. You have mother of pearl, cap on the fragrance. Obviously the screw-on, screw-off caps. The sprayers are just unbelievably strong and great mist that you get in distribution with this particular brand. Long-lasting, great performers. This is what you come to expect with Mancera and Montal fragrances, and this one is no different. Not yet available here in the US, but I think it'll be popping up here and there very soon at locations where Mancera fragrances are sold. And I believe when it does hit the US market, it's going to retail between $170 to $180. I don't know if this will be offered in a 60 ml, but this is a 4.2 right here, and it is an eau de parfum concentration. The nose behind this one is Pierre Montal, and it is considered an oriental vanilla scent. So here we go. What do we get from Royal Vanilla? I do have to dry down on my skin. I've been actually rocking this for a few days now. It's not actually on my shirt, but I'm going to give myself a new blast on my hand so I can remind myself of the initial spray of this particular fragrance. The vanilla here is going to be up front and center. There's no question about that, but the scent will open up a little bit boozy. You're going to get this almost boozy kind of liqueur, like a vanilla liqueur kind of infusion here. There's also a minty feel that I get with this fragrance. The notes that you get with this particular fragrance are only like a half a dozen notes, but I do get other elements with this fragrance as well. There is a boozy factor here, perhaps like a rum or a cognac feel that I get right in the beginning. It'll go away, but you'll definitely get a boozy feel, which is quite inviting and very delectable at that. You do get this fruitiness to the scent. There's also amber here, which plays a key role in the fragrance, which will bring this sweetness and creaminess to the fragrance. Sandalwood is not listed as a note in this fragrance, but I do get a little bit of a creaminess here. There's also violet leaf that comes to play, which will add a little bit of a floral undertone to the fragrance, as well as a little bit of a bitterness to the composition. As the fragrance develops and gets into the heart and into the dry down, that vanilla will definitely intensify and get even deeper and darker and a lot more sweeter with that amber. It also gets a little bit powdery as well, and you do get an infusion of dry patchouli, which brings another character to this particular vanilla. Mancera's Royal Vanilla is a very classy, elegant, and smooth creation. My wife actually absolutely loved this fragrance. I think this is one of those crowd-pleasing fragrances. We know Mancera does it well. I do love Mancera. Even comparing Mancera to Montal, I do gravitate more towards Mancera. On my wife's skin, this fragrance actually got sweeter and more powdery. On my skin, however, that minty accord that I talked about that I get with this fragrance and the booziness got more amped up, not as powdery as it gotten with my wife. But it also got a little bit drier on my skin as well. But nevertheless, a very nice, sensual, delectable vanilla that's almost gourmand, but really smooth, classy, and creamy. If you like vanilla, this is a must try. Performance with Royal Vanilla was absolutely amazing. Got 10 plus hours. The fragrance pushes very strong for the first 2 to 3 hours, so I'd say 2 to 3 sprays, more than enough with this one. Needless to say, this one is going to give you a great scent bubble and a great scent trail. Seasons, even though I think this is great for fall and winter, upcoming colder seasons, I think this is versatile enough that if you control the applications, you can actually rock this all year round as a perfect signature scent if you are into vanilla scents. As far as occasion goes, though, I think this is more a refined vanilla scent, so I think it's great for evening wear, a little bit dressier. Even though this is a little bit more versatile than most vanillas, I do think because of the scent character here, I think it's a very special vanilla at that. With that booziness that you get here, it's creamy. It's definitely a special vanilla scent to my nose, so I'd say wear this for dressier and evening occasions where I think this will shine the most. My final thoughts on Mancera's Royal Vanilla. I think this is definitely a great release from Mancera, a great addition to my collection, to any collection of fragrance aficionados that do enjoy the note of vanilla. In fact, if I were to do a top 10 favorite vanilla scents of all time, this would definitely make that list. Let me know if you're somewhere in the world that you have access to Royal Vanilla. I'd love to read your comments on this one. Let me know if you have tried this one. If you haven't yet tried Royal Vanilla, what are your thoughts on Mancera? Which ones are your top 5 or top 3 favorites from the house of Mancera? Please, guys, sound off in the comments. That's all I have for you guys today on Mancera's Royal Vanilla. Thanks so much for tuning in. As always, remember, fragrance is emotion in motion. So wear what truly moves you. I'll see you guys again real soon.